Shen and Thea. How are you?
Great, thank you.
Before we get into the exhibition, how did you meet each other? How was collaborating with each other? And how did everything start?
Yeah, we met at Frosh. It was like I came through one of the activities and it was asking to group with people who had like the same birthday as you. We met then and we have a picture together.
Yes, which she kindly showed to me after I told her, oh, we met during Counterflow. She was like, no. But yeah, so it was, we had to restart the club and I was hiring people and I was like, oh, Thea. And eventually became co-president. Thea is an anime dweeb or weeb.
Yeah, that's right. For Shen, she is obsessed with Taylor Swift. I remember when I came to her house because we were packaging prints for this.
I was like, Thea, what do you want to listen to? And I was like, I don't care. We're playing Taylor Swift.
For one thing, having the exhibition in person provides the opportunity for those who didn't see it online to come in and experience the show. And also I think when you're a passerby, you may view it in a different perspective compared to seeing it online and you have all like the description and everything. This enables people to come and view the artwork and they get to just take in the artwork, have their own interpretation, and that's something that we thought nice for people to experience.
Yeah, and also, so we created these paintings during the pandemic. So now that the pandemic is slowly starting to be lifted up, it kind of makes sense to release it now when the theme is about things we start to view differently because of the pandemic. So now we see them differently, and so it's a different timeline, like we're experiencing different things now as we were with it 2 years ago. So that was supposed to be originally just the renewed perspectives, but then we were like, oh, what if we actually do a double exhibition where we feature works throughout our pretty short art career. So what if we also showcase it as part of our growth and see how far we've come in terms of painting before the pandemic, during the pandemic, and even now after the pandemic. This was going to be the centerpiece. I think this was the very first concept. So we wanted to do something that could connect us. We had to come up with a way to actually make it connect. We used grids, I believe. I think it's a really good representation of how it was during the pandemic, collaborating with people and making it work despite doing everything virtually.
So the meaning behind this is essentially, since during the pandemic we have to wear masks, we're showing our expression through our eyes as much as we can to really show that we are still connected. I've always been interested in drawing from a young age. It just started off as a hobby, just something that I've kept up with. And then when I went to high school, I had a regional art and I applied and I got into their visual arts program. And from there, I was really able to explore the different mediums that you could work with art. And I think from that, it kind of turned from just a hobby into a passion.
For me, so I did take some art courses in high school as well. But that's when I realized that I started to feel like when grades are involved, it started to devalue the work that I was producing. And so it started to feel like a chore. And so that's when I decided to actually divert from the art route. And so I decided to pursue the sciences instead. And in this way, I can make the best out of both worlds. I restarted Counterpose. And so in this way, I can say, oh, I'm doing art for school technically. And so I do art based on extracurriculars. And I think it's a good outlet for science students as well in terms of finding another way to express themselves.
I'd say that one reason that I decided to join Counterpose is just a creative outlet aside from all the business studies that I have to do. So it's a way for me to still stay connected to the art community. We do it because we want to share art with others and for others to experience it, whether that be because they want to learn more about art or because they just want to relax from school studies or anything. So we want to provide that opportunity for everyone through our event.
For myself, the most important thing for Counterpose is to be able to provide free materials to everybody. Because growing up, I didn't really have that. And so it's important to me that people who might just feel like casually painting so that they can have access to those materials and experience it without having to invest as much money. I would say probably grad school. We'll see where it goes, but definitely no matter what, it's gonna be still involving with art in some way. Extracurricular, if not that, then studying the anatomy will still involve portraiture. Art is in everywhere, so.
For me, in the future, I want to get a position in user interface, user experience design, because I think I'm able to incorporate the artistic aspects that I'm interested into that position. But then, as a side, I do hope that I can do a couple commissions for art, so I can still be involved in everything related to art.
Attend the reception.
Thank you for visiting if you did.
All right, I'll see you both of you at the reception. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
How's it back being together after a year?
It's been nice. It's nice to be busy again, helping other artists and getting to know the artists and the artworks themselves.
So you were working with us last year, but last year we were in the pandemic and then we had a lower capacity. Now that we're back in full capacity, how do you feel?
It's a bit scary if I'm being honest, because there's a lot more pressure to kind of give out the name of the gallery, 1265 out there. There's a lot more people coming in. There's a lot more people to introduce the gallery to. So there's a lot more responsibility, but at the same time, with more people comes more possibilities of things to happen, more events. So that's also exciting.
Are you excited for the closing day?
I'm very excited. I'm very excited for everybody to meet Shen and Thea. I'm excited for everybody to bond over these really beautiful artworks.
Alright, sounds great. I'll see you on Friday.
See you then.
Our youth would take the blame, hold out the way we left.